Ping our city and nation. We want to hear from you.
The president is aware that we have a security problem here.
I don't know which area you stay in Lagos. There's no light again. No. These investors, I don't know hearing that there's no light in Nigeria.
Whether somebody lose or somebody will not, a lot of things will happen.
Why is Tinubu doing this to us?
Join Kofi Bartels for engaging debates, expert insights, and your voice at the heart of every discussion. Don't just listen, participate. Tune in and be part of the conversation. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, Lagos, welcome back. Like I said, at 5 o'clock, we will be having a conversation, and it's time for that conversation on the hike in ATM charges. We're going to be paying more. Okay, that's the truth. The central bank has already put out a statement earlier this month. Nigerians will be paying more to use their ATM. Basically, we want your thoughts on this. And the question on my mind, question I have for you, I really would like you to tell me what you think about this, and your answer is the president suffocating Nigerians. All right. When we look at the hike in ATM fees, is President Tinubu, is the Tinubu government suffocating Nigerians? Sometimes when government says you should pay more for certain things, you know that, okay, yes, it's necessary. This one we need to pay this, but other times it may just be suffocating. Now, how do we know that some of these policies can be suffocating? It's because President Tinubu said so himself. He said so himself. He informed Nigerians that sometimes you can suffocate as a result of government policy. It was this current president who told the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, let the poor breathe. Even though sometimes when you listen to it, you hear let be poor breathe. All right. But he said, let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them. So are the policies, this particular recent one announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria of a hike in ATM fees, suffocating Nigerians. 020127709993, 020127709993, 0201-465-7190, 0201-465-7190. This was President Tinubu over a year ago.
So carry the body to face the challenge and keep me in good health to be able to fulfill the dream and the aspiration of millions of our people. And there's a confidence that you have to really pursue. Other than that, why are you in politics?
All right, so that was the president over a year ago when he visited Aso Rock with in the company of the then president Muhammadu Buhari, and in his words, let the poor breathe.
Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
All right, you heard him himself.
Be poor, breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
All right. So he says we have the responsibility. Let's look at details of this ATM thing that is going around. You know how much you pay currently for your bank charges. Some of you see 50 naira deducted. Some of you see 25 naira deducted. Some of you see 65. It's not clear, what the banks are taking, because different banks have different calculations. But money is leaving. However, we have the official amount of money that the government has approved via the central bank that should be deducted from your transactions, electronic transactions. Yesterday, in fact, this week I've had, please give me a second, I've had a number of deductions from my account. 50 naira, flat, 50 naira. What are they calling it? electronic transaction fee or something like that. 50 naira. Let me look for one so I can show you. There's one particular bank that does not waste time to collect that money. Where is it again? Yes, okay, it's this particular bank. Electronic money transfer levy. We can call it e-levy. 50 naira, electronic money transfer levy. And it was deducted twice yesterday. Twice. I got two notifications. 50 naira. So these are the issues. Don't forget, Nigerians rose up against the cybersecurity levy. You remember cybersecurity levy? Now, what is the Central Bank of Nigeria saying about the ATM transaction fees? Let's just put information out there. What they're saying is that the CBN has reviewed the ATM transaction fees to address rising operational costs and enhance the efficiency of ATM services across the banking industry. All right, so from off the top of my head, what I think about is the banks may be finding it difficult to operate their ATMs. All right, now what they're saying is that this adjustment aims to encourage the deployment of more ATMs while ensuring fair and transparent charges for customers. So let's go on and on and on and on. Now, what are the revised fees? And when will it take effect? Like I said, at 5 o'clock, we're looking at March 1. That's what the CBN is saying. March 1, 2025. That's when the fees, the new ATM transaction fees, will take effect. March 1. So that's that. Now, they're also saying that no withdrawals from your bank's own ATM will remain free of charge. All right. So if you bank in GT Bank, you go to GT Bank ATM, they are saying CBNO free. You bank with Access, you go to an Access Bank ATM, they are saying free. You bank with Zenith, you go to a Zenith ATM, they are saying free. All right. You bank with Providus, you go to Providus Bank ATM, they are saying what? Free. According to what? CBN. Now, if you withdraw from your bank's own ATM, it's free. And they're saying that the location of the ATM does not affect the customers of that bank that deployed the ATM. So if the bank has an ATM in a place, maybe a supermarket or a mall, or even a church that's not the bank's premises, they call it an off-site ATM, it will still be free of charge. Yeah, you know, some banks have ATMs that are not in the banking premises. There's some in the mall, some in the supermarket, some in the church, some in the hospital. Yes, you have a lot of ATMs in the hospitals because people have to pay for healthcare. All right. So what are the new charges? Some of you might ask. CBN has the information out on their social media, so you can go there and check it out. CBN on all platforms. Okay, SemBank. So they have what they call on-us transactions. On-us transactions are transactions from your bank's ATM. Okay. Then you have what they call on-us off-site. Those ones are from your bank's ATM, but are at a location outside your bank's, premises. Now, not on-us transactions, what they call when you withdraw from another bank's ATM with your own bank's ATM card. On-site, that's the not on-us transactions, another bank's ATM, in the bank's premises, that particular bank, another bank, is got to be 100 naira per 20,000 naira withdrawal. Okay? 100 naira per 20,000 naira. How many banks even allow you to withdraw more than 20,000 naira these days? I don't know. But I remember some time ago, it was hard to get beyond a certain amount of money from the ATMs. So 100 naira per 20,000 naira. If you're withdrawing 100,000 naira, then you're going to be paying 500 naira. All right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You understand? If you're drawing 1 million naira, then of course you're going to be paying 500,000 naira times 10. That's 1,000 naira. Now, off-site ATMs will also be 100 naira per 20,000 naira. So you're using another bank's ATM, but it's not at the premises of that other bank. It's maybe in a supermarket, a church, a mall, a mosque, whatever. Okay? So that will also be 100 naira per 20,000 naira plus a surcharge. This is key. a surcharge of up to 500 naira. Now, what they're saying is the surcharge will be displayed on your ATM screen before the transaction approval. A surcharge of up to 500 naira. Now, if you're doing an international withdrawal, for those of you who travel around the world and all that, or you have ATMs that are cards that are from other countries and you're using them in Nigeria, they're saying the charges will be based on cost recovery, which means that the exact fee applied by the international acquirer will be passed on to the consumer. Okay, so I think it's fairly simple to understand. And like I said, all the information is on the central bank's pages. You can go there, in the website, and you can see the information for yourself. So that's that. There's a lot to talk about, but we won't leave it at this. So this yet another charge, adding to the other charges like the electronic, transaction levy the Nigerians are paying for, and other charges within the financial sector and outside the financial sector. The central bank, they've given their reasons for this upward review of the ATM charges. They're citing the rise in the cost of operating the ATMs, operational costs, and that the need to enhance efficiency of ATM services across the country. Is this another tax or levy by the Tinubu administration that you think is suffocating Nigerians? All right, let's go back to the phone lines. 0201465719 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes, welcome. Your name, location, and contribution, please.
Tell me from Katelebushi.
Welcome.
Kofi, all this one they are talking about. Let me tell you, how many of these ATM machines that you will go these days and you find cash there? You hardly find cash in any of the ATM machines, be it whichever bank. Let me tell you, Kofi, the POS point has become the bank for the bankers. Those guys you are seeing in the bank are the guys, those managers, bank managers, those ATM in the bank are the owners of the ATM, of the POS machines that are outside there.
You're saying you're saying the bank managers own the POS machines outside the bank?
Most of the, yes. Those not the ATM machines. I'm talking about POS.
All right.
That is why you don't see cash in the ATM machines.
Okay.
So in the nutshell, as Tinubu is suffocating us, Joe Ajero should stand up and protest against it, and not to protest against only network. So yes.
That's a bombshell.
Yes. You are talking about network. What about this? You are kneeling on the neck of Nigerians and you are not protesting, and you're trying to protest against network. Okay. That day on that first, come out and protest against these very charges that is suffocating Nigerians.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying, George, the ball is in your court.
Yes.
Okay, Nigerians, let's see something. We use opportunity to see something. Sometimes we'll say, I want to see something. So we use this opportunity to see something. To see what? Something. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, 99.3, good morning, Kofi.
Welcome.
Good morning. They say they should let the poor break. I'm just letting people to know that you should wait for 2027. And now everybody is saying it. I've been opportunity before to walking around where Baba was living before. Baba Tinubu is the highest guy in Nigeria. Person that hold the whole area men in this country for one corner, hold them for work. Now Nigeria is in for it now. 2027. That is when our eyes will open very well. Good morning.
All right. You didn't tell me your name, but good to hear from you. I mean, the banks have to maintain their ATMs, right? And if the CBN is saying operational costs, it's not the CBN or the federal government operating the ATMs, it's the banks. Is it possible that the reason, like some of you are alleging, these bank guys are using the POS people more than the ATMs because you go to a bank, there's no money in the ATM, you cross the road. Like the one here around the hotel, those banks. You see all those POS guys after the hotel roundabout. You know, one day I went to that street and I wanted to use the ATM. I couldn't find any cash, and there were several people who couldn't find cash. But you cross the road, and you see several POS people, you know, waiting for you, and they have cash. So is it possible that if Nigerians begin to pay this 100 naira per 20k, that the banks will have enough money to maintain the ATMs, and therefore they'll be putting cash in the ATMs? What do you think? 99.3.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Your name?
Good morning, Kofi.
Yeah, welcome.
This is Gis. I'm calling from Onikman.
Straight up.
So people are saying, are they suffocating us? I don't know whether they're suffocating us. Kofi, didn't you hear about the proof of ownership payment that he brought up when he became president? Did you hear about it? Kofi, didn't you hear about the what's this other levy that they brought that they tried to bring up that time I talked about that Nigerians voted against from the diaspora? So it's just I told someone that negotiators said they were not going to pay for toll gates again, and this president is going to make every Nigerian pay toll by one means or the other. So you can't say, for someone saying the bank managers, hello Kofi, I work in a financial institution.
Yeah.
Do you people even know how much bank managers earn? Hello, bank managers are not poor people. So you saying bank managers own the POSs? I think that's false.
I didn't say that. A listener.
No, I said someone listener. Not you, Kofi, not you. The reasons why most of those ATMs do not have cash is that there's no even cash in the first place. How many funds is CBN printing? So what happens is the market women, the first stations, when they make their funds, they don't take it to the bank anymore. They sell it out to the POS operatives.
All right.
So where is CBN in all this? And they're saying operational costs. Is it the banks that came to them to give operational costs? They're just looking for ways to extort us. That's just the basic truth.
All right. Thank you very much.
Naira, you take 16 naira out of it. Do you know how much that is in a day?
Thank you
and
very much.
The country is not developing. Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling in. All right. So is this another example? Like he said, yes, you don't even need to say to tell you that this is more of the Tinubu government suffocating Nigerians. So you agree? 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. Go ahead, please. Your name, location, and contribution.
Washington from Adangwadi. I think, see, the POS, okay, the ATM and POS, the issue is that most, the banks, the franchise, when you put your money in those franchise banks, hello?
Yeah, your time is ticking. You have 40 seconds left.
I said, if you put your money in the franchise, we have 100,000 in the franchise account. In the next money, you have interest on it. But when you take your money to the bank, you don't have any interest. And most of all those POS that are getting their cash from the market woman, from filling stations, all those people are getting their money, are taking their money to POS operator. So.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you calling in. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi, my brother. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I already said good morning to you, so please give me your name, location, and contribution.
My name is Uchenna from Olivia, Papa. Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, I heard something, you mentioned something about bank charges. My brother, they have hit me a lot. Even yesterday I went to bank, I report to the customer service. Look at the amount they are resolving for my account, which I've never seen before. What's none of this? They check inside their system, saying that it's electronic this and this charges. I said, wow, for this amount, it's very, very bad. I fact, the bank manager was telling me that she calm down. The car DJ has taken this in now. My brother was very annoyed. Look about this amount has resolved from my account. So what I'm saying that here, the problem is that the APC that are ruling us, they have killed us.
All right, thank you.
Never happened before. It's happening now.
All right.
Very bad.
All right, thank you very much.
I wake up. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling in. All right, we have Uzoma Inikoto. All right, Uzoma, I think you called this morning. Yeah, Uzoma, you called by around 5 a.m., didn't you?
Oh,
God, Kofi don't come again. Kofi, please let me talk my own.
Sorry, please. 99.3, good morning. We don't have time. Hello. Okay, I'm going to do calculation so we can have an idea of how much will be raked in by the banks. Since they need to maintain the ATM and cover operational costs, let's have an idea. We'll do the mathematics when I come back from the break. Let's know how much. AC Chileke from Imo State says, how many charges will be enough for this government? In a little over 3 years, I've not used ATM for up to 5 times because they hardly have cash. So which operational cost? POS, he says, are taking the place of banks as most of them serve only customer care services. All right, let's go pay our bills. We'll be right back. We'll take more of your thoughts right here on the Morning Crossfire.
Triple tablets. Hi there, parents. Did you know that your child may not always get all the nutrients they need from their diet, and some children are picky eaters? This is why you should give your child Well Kids Smart Chewable Tablets, which is a food supplement from Vitabiotics UK. It contains 21 vitamins and minerals to contribute to brain development and support optimum growth. Choose Well Kid for smart kids. It is available in all leading retail pharmacies nearest to you.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
Omo, na small thing na. Dem no dey call me bobo digital for nothing. When that cash dey my hand or e no dey na so I just dey buy airtime, credit and data straight from my bank account thanks to Glow e-Top Up.
The same Glow e-Top Up?
Yes na, easy top up directly from my bank account. No stress, no wahala.
So you mean say person no need worry about not having cash?
At all. If you no get cash, you no get wahala. You are welcome to cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with Glow eTop Up. It is easy, quick, and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers, and Glow World shops. Or download the Glow Cafe app to top up. Or dial *312#. Unlimited.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang. The 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more. Register now and take your stand. Your time to shine is now at hand.
Registration is ongoing on www.nigeriainfo.fm.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a world view. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. Your game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's the game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
Sister chasing all the bags. Come and secure another bag with the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer. Bet King is giving 100 naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download Bet King app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
On the Morning Crossfire with me, Kofi Bartels.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. Still the Morning Crossfire, 99.3 Nigeria Info, 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. We're looking at the hike in ATM fees as announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria earlier this month and asking, is the Tinubu government suffocating Nigerians? Is the Tinubu government suffocating Nigerians? It was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria before he became president who famously said these words.
Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility. Let be poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
Okay, so is the president with this new hike, latest hike? We've had hike in petrol prices, hike in electricity tariff, hike in telecom tariff, no, though not by government. What else has been hiked? There are several hikes. Import duties. We've had hike in port charges. What else? Hike in school fees. And others. Too numerous to be mentioned. Is this latest one more of the suffocation on the neck of Nigerians, especially the poor who are in the majority? Now, we've told you that you're going to pay in 100 naira if you use the ATM of another bank, either on-site or off-site. And if you use the ATM of another bank other than yours, you also have an off-site surcharge of up to 500 naira. 100 naira per 20,000 naira and up to 500 naira. Now, some information. If you look at recently released, last year actually, report that was released on the payments, online payments, bank payments in Nigeria, called the Nigeria Payments Report, you'll see that from 2022, as of 2022, there was an increase in the amount of money withdrawn from ATMs in the country. Transactions from the ATMs were valued at 32 trillion naira in 2022. However, the number of online transactions, now you're not using banks, ATM or PS, online transactions has continued to rise steadily from 2019, which was basically at 0.478 trillion naira. It's risen steadily to 2020. It dwarfed the ATM transactions and it's continued to rise 2021, 2022, 2023 and 2024. Now, so whilst the from that Nigerian Payments Report of 2024, whilst the amount of money, the transactions, the value of the transactions across the ATMs in Nigeria has continued to go up, the volume of transactions has gone down. The volume of transactions has gone down. So if we say, okay, as of 2022, transactions valued at 32 trillion naira were processed using the country's ATMs, automated teller machines. Let's stick with that 22 figure, for instance, okay? Now, 32.64 trillion naira for 2022 divided by what? Mathematicians, please help me. Divided by 20,000 naira, you get 330 million naira. Okay? So you have 330 million 2020K for the year 2022. 330 million naira. What do I do now? Do I divide it by 100 naira or multiply it by 100 naira? Now I'm confused. I did it before. Okay, so no, I think I made a mistake. Yeah. 32 trillion naira divided by 20,000. What did I do? Sorry, please. I made a mistake here. Yeah, okay, good. That gives That gives you 1,600,000,000 naira. I made a mistake. 1,600,000,000 naira. 1,600,000,000 naira. Now let's divide that 1,600,000,000 naira by 100. Am I correct? Let me try. Okay. Where's my calculator? I'm using my head all through. I think it should be the same. Anyway, so that's what you get. If you have 32.4 trillion naira being withdrawn from the banks, you divide it by 20,000. Now, this thing, don't confuse me. I'll be back here. I need to consult my mathematicians. But there you have it. So it's a lot of money being processed by the ATM machine. So that's it. Now, I think Nigerians also would like to know this 500 naira surcharge, if you're doing an off-site, not on us transaction or withdrawal from the ATMs, what are the modalities? What's the benchmark for the 500 naira? How will it be charged? How will it be deducted? Because there should be some sort of modus operandi, you know? Okay. So anyway, call right now and have your say. 0201-465-7190. Please, mathematicians, help me. I'm a bit confused. I know the math, but I have a lot in front of me, and it's just messing with my brain right now. 0201-277-0993. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah. Good morning. Can you help me out? What's your name?
Miss Robert. I will not help you out.
No, Robert, hold on, my friend. If you have 332 million or trillion naira processed in the ATMs in the country in 1 year, and for each 20,000 of those 32 trillion naira, you have to pay 100 naira. How much will you have paid in total?
Come again with the figure. If I have what?
Robert, yeah. You go and tell your children I was first. I was number one in my class. You'll be telling your children. Okay, let's go. If you have 32 trillion naira processed,
32 trillion, okay.
Yeah, processed in the ATMs every year, transactions in the ATMs every year, 32 trillion naira withdrawn from ATMs every year. Let me put it that way, okay? And then you have to pay 100 naira for every 20,000 naira of those that 32 trillion. How much do you have paid in the end in 1 year?
You need to give me like 2 minutes or 1 minute to work this.
That's what's happening to me.
It's not something I should just give you a straight answer. I am not with my pen. I have to calculate it and give the answer.
Yeah, don't worry. Robert, give me your thoughts. Don't mind me. I'll just mess
my
with you.
thought is that suffocation you mentioned, Nigerians are used to it.
Okay.
Yes, Nigeria. Like the bank deduction is a conditional something. We cannot be going to bank every day. I may decide not to go to bank in the next 1 week. And until I go before that money can be deducted. But the most painful one is the MTN that I'm using now. I call every day. If I load card now, deduction on this, before you know, 200 naira is gone. What about that one? Are they not suffocating us even more than what the banks are doing? So if you look this government, in all the sector, they need how many trillion budget? 5 point something trillion this year. They need money. Are you with me?
Okay.
So that is the problem. All of them are looking for where to get money. The one they are borrowing is not enough for them. They don't want to care. Maybe people are suffering. That is not their concern.
Okay.
All they are concerned about is they need money, and we are not seeing what they are using the money for.
Okay.
So,
all right.
2027, Nigeria,
all right.
know what to do. I will not tell you.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Anyway, so let's do the math again. We will divide the 32 trillion by 20,000. Okay, like we did. We'll get 1,600,000,000, if I'm not mistaken. All right. When we get that 1,600,000,000, we now have to multiply that 1,600,000,000 by is it 1 billion or is it 1 million? And we have to multiply it by 100 naira. Okay, so by 100, that will now give us for the year 160 billion naira. Okay, 160 billion naira in ATM charges. So we need to now say, okay, that was for 2022. In 2024, for instance, how much was transacted, or how much was withdrawn, let me see, from the ATMs in the country? What was the volume? Not the volume, but the amount, the value of withdrawals from ATMs in the country. When you do that, you multiply it by, you divide it by 20,000, and then you now multiply the answer by 100. Okay, I don't think it should be less than 160 billion naira per year. That's more than IBB made, you know. We have a Pastor Ladipo on the line. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Sorry for keeping you waiting. Please go on.
Please, multiply the amount of credit you have allowed me to
Your time is counting.
On.
So I said sorry now.
I know. Just help me multiply it now.
Okay.
Because I need an answer for it.
Okay, send me a account number.
Let me tell you, Kofi.
Yeah.
I think this government has come to teach us a lesson. And we are really learning it in a very hard way. This lesson is that they've come to let us realize that governance is not about the people. It's not about the people. Now we are experiencing increase on everything. Everything. Mention one thing that they have not had money to. I don't know. This line I'm using to call you now, I know how much they used to charge before. I know their tariffs before. Now it has gone up. You are talking about bank withdrawal. And you are not talking about this communication that people use every day.
All right.
Is it not an act of wickedness?
All right.
Can they even come up with a friendly policy that will even encourage people to say, okay, you are starting up something, you are doing this, you are doing that, so that there is hope for you? Maybe they will tax our interest next time. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling in. I've seen some stats that say in 2023 you had ATM transactions worth 28.2 trillion naira. But I've seen stats that say in 2022 you had 32 trillion naira. So I think I'll go with that 32. 99.3. So in effect, in a year, they may make up to 160 billion naira. 160 billion naira from ATM charges. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi.
Yes, please turn off your radio set.
Good morning.
Welcome. Who do we have, please?
Please, so you see, this government, what the president said, let the poor breathe, he meant the opposite of what he was saying. What he meant is, don't let the poor breathe, suffocate them. That's what he means. Because right from inception, nobody has been able to breathe. They will tax this, tax that, increase this, increase. In fact, the source of the whole problem is the increase in the petrol price. That is what has affected everything. That is making corporations, organizations to add this, add that, add this, because petrol has to do with all that we do every day. So it's the opposite of what it meant that we are seeing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you calling in. 160 billion, up to, possibly, up to 160 billion naira and in ATM charges in a year, coming from you and I. 99.3, good morning.
Big things are going, Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome.
Joel Gabriel calling from Lekki.
All right, Joel, please go on.
Kofi, like the first caller said, Kofi, it's all tactics. It's all tactics. We know all these things. It's so that we can be patronizing the POS. That's why there is no money in the ATM. Yeah, like that caller said, it's the people there in the bank. We know all this. See, Kofi, I always ask that the 419 brain that we have, the what's it called? The Wayo sense brain that we have. If we apply it in this country will be better. I'm telling you, this country will be better. Sophie, I don't have much to say. Please enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your time. I've seen reports that say as of 2021, Nigeria had 22,600 ATMs. And it remained that way even in December 2023. So as of December 2023, Nigeria had 22,600 ATMs. Now, if there's a potential intake of 160 billion naira in ATM charges in a year, looking at the stats, possibly up to 160 billion. I'm not saying that is, but I'm saying possibly up to 160 billion based on my calculation. And you have 22,600 ATMs in the country as at December 2023. How much will it cost how much will one ATM make? One. Okay, how much will one ATM make? So we can look at the cost, operational cost that they are talking about. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Okay, good morning.
Welcome. Your name, location, and contribution.
Yeah, okay. I'm Kenny. I'm calling from Festac.
All right, please go on.
Nice show over there. I think my own take is what the president meant to say was let be poor. And
B.
So I don't know how. Yeah, B. Yeah. So I don't know how someone that is poor that will breathe. So I don't. So from what I'm seeing from all these things, if you connect the dots of all this increase, it's mostly for anything that will benefit the government or the government and his friends or friends of the politicians. As I said, we get here who are the major shareholders about the whole banks, and I will own most of the banks. Is all the friends of the politicians or the politicians. So that's my own take. Right. The government wants to take from us, give to his friends and the government, then why we remain poor and we suffer more. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Now, if you look at that 160 billion naira, you divide it by the 22,600 ATMs we had in the country as of December 2023. Each ATM you will have a spend. They can spend the money they have to spend on each ATM will be 7,079,646 naira. Let's keep it at 646 naira. Now, is that too much money to spend on one ATM? 7 million naira, approximately. Is that too much money to spend on one ATM to maintain it for the year? You understand? For lights, for data, for servicing it. Don't forget, my calculation may not be 100% accurate, because if you're using your bank's ATM, it's free. If you're using your bank's ATM, it's free. And the banks also have certain charges they have to pay for interbank, transfer. So if I have a GT account, I go to an Access Bank ATM, or I go to Fidelity Bank ATM, okay, or an FCMB ATM, and I use that ATM, the bank may have to pay some charges. There's some money that's going to be paid for the money to move through the network. It certainly will not be free. So is it too much to pay? Looking at the fact that not all the transactions will be charged at 100 naira. You understand? If you're paying from your own You're withdrawing from your own bank. You're not paying that 100 naira. Is it too much to ask? Because if all the transactions were to go at 100 naira, looking at the stats we have from 2022, 2023, each ATM will have available for its operational costs 7 million, in a whole year, 12 months. It's not even up to 1 million naira a year to spend to maintain one ATM and to pay for, other things. So what do you think? Is this too much to pay for the banks to maintain and operate the ATMs? 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi, good morning.
Welcome. What do we have?
Olumoyiwa, thank you, pick my call at last.
Yeah.
Let me start this way. If I use your own bank to withdraw money, they will charge me on the naira per 200.
Per 20,000. Per 20,000.
In Badore here, we don't have Wema Bank. We don't have Standing Bank. Don't let me mention bank. So when most of those banks are not location, and I use your own bank, so they will charge me. Do you own First Bank? After I do transaction like 4, they will still calculate that for and charge maybe 250 naira. They will tell me 5 electronic transaction. After they have charged me,
so what are you saying in essence? 5, okay.
Okay. Let me break it down. I transfer money to 5 people. After they have charged me for each transaction, they will now say 5 electronic transaction. They will charge me for it, and I won't see it until I open my app. Let me conclude this way.
Okay.
We are the people that the government is eating because we are docile. We are not ready to demand for our rights.
All right. Thank you very much, Olivia. Thank you very much. He says we are docile. We're not demanding for our rights. That's why the government is hitting Nigerians. 99.3. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
All right. Welcome. Name, location, and contribution, please.
Jaboli calling from the Colorado.
Welcome.
So all this increment, taxation, levy, is to what end basically? Because if you're increasing, I can understand the fact that you're trying to give me a good service. But now, everything is still in shambles and you are increasing, you are taxing your people, their liver, their intestines and their guts, and we're not even seeing anything you are doing with that tax money. You are sitting atop it to spend and loot it. For what exactly? See, a time will come when you see people are docile, people are not talking, but a time will come. There will be a paradigm shift. People will calibrate their mindset and systems, and they will decide not to even take their money to bank because we are heading to that point right now. Of what extent? Way back, we used to have increments whenever we deposit our money in the bank, but now the levies killing. The bank will remove their charges, the government will remove their own, and everybody just out of the little meager earnings that you can't even survive from.
All right.
So, no problem. They are only teaching us. We know what to do when the time is right.
Okay. Yusuf Akinwale on X says, I don't like how everybody sees the POS operators as the bad egg. Most of the POS operators are registered to operate, so their operations are not illegal. The idea is to discourage people from handling fiscal cash. Nigerians should embrace digital banking. Okay. Mighty says too much of overtax on Nigerians. Government magic. All right. On Facebook, Eddie Peter says, whatever it is another means of suffocating Nigerians. Politicians aren't using ATM, so it all falls on Nigerians. They are just taking the little we have. Another one says clueless government. Okay. Another one says tax inform. What does that mean? Epifano King says it's totally unfair to hike the price of anything. People are suffering. They can't feed, yet the government is increasing everything to keep them in poverty. Anyways, I wasn't surprised because I saw it coming. I know this present government has nothing good to offer. All right. Don Mimo says, once again, my husband doesn't need Nigeria's money. Scam everywhere. Okay, so which money will your husband use? Wele Adekola says things are getting tough by the day in our nation. Uche Fleming Zokoro says 20,000 naira is 100 for 100 naira. It's for charges, so their charges for 20,000 naira is 500 naira. Here at Ibeju Lekki Ekpe, I think they call it surcharge. If you use another bank's ATM outside their bank, maybe it's in a supermarket or somewhere. Okay. Belema Fibika says this is more suffocation and depression, and more suffocation in this very government of the more you look, the less you see. All right. Thank you very much for your Facebook and X comments. On WhatsApp, Yemi from Ayobo says, just divide 32 trillion by 20,000. I did that too, but I wasn't seeing well. But I think we got it sorted out. It gives the number of transactions they multiply by 100. Thank you very much, Yemi. I appreciate you. It says here, correct, 160 billion. Yes, but that number is not accurate because not all the transactions are in the same off-site banks, let me say, or not on us transactions. Most of them will probably be, or some of them will probably on us transactions. So you don't pay that 100 naira, you know. But hey, this is what we have. Some will argue the banks should use their profits, their profit to maintain their POS and their ATMs, not charge us for it, I don't know. Maybe the banking professionals can tell us. We have to go. I want to thank everyone for your time, your contributions. From March 1, you paid 100 naira. From March 1, don't forget you are paying e-levy, electronic levy right now for your banking transactions. Which way, Nigeria? Which way, Nigeria? Which way, Nigeria? My name is Kofi Bartels. Have a wonderful day.
You are listening to your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.